Tom suddenly got a stomachache before the exam and went to the bathroom. At that moment, the teacher started collecting students' mobile phones. When he returned to the classroom, everyone had already handed in their phones. One student secretly used his phone to cheat. The teacher soon noticed his little trick and asked him to stand up, and as a result, the phone fell to the ground. The teacher confiscated his phone. Just then, the student noticed that Tom had a phone in his pocket and immediately reported him to the teacher. Tom quickly explained that he didn't know he had to hand in his phone, but the teacher didn't believe him and still took his phone away. When the exam results were announced, the teacher said Tom had made great progress in his scores. Tom was very happy, but the dean suspected him of cheating. The school decided to cancel his grades. Tom wanted to explain, but his father didn't believe him at all, thinking he was idle and not studying. Tom felt extremely wronged and left the office sadly. The next day, he didn't even come to class. The classmates were all worried. Jack decided to go to the office to clear his name because Tom had been studying very hard recently and had been asking him for advice every day. To prove Tom's innocence, Jack showed the teacher Tom's other test papers. The teacher also recognized that they were the boy's handwriting, and the questions on those papers were much more difficult than those in this exam. At this point, everyone realized that they had wronged the boy. The classmates immediately called Tom to tell him that the teacher knew he had been wronged and asked him to come back to class quickly, but Tom refused. Later, the teacher also found Tom to apologize and persuaded him to go back to class, but he still refused because he felt his father didn't trust him. Jack went directly to Tom's house to wait for him and gave Tom the notes of the lessons he had missed recently. Tom was touched in his heart. The next day, Tom came to school. The teacher didn't pursue his recent absence from class. Instead, he encouraged him to continue studying hard. But Tom took out the self-criticism he had written and handed it to the teacher. The teacher also felt very pleased. Tom was really a good boy who could correct his mistakes.